I thought it, I thought it would be a challenge because she is my daughter, and I thought we'd have personality clashes. What I do in the classroom mainly is the book work, the paperwork, and Mr. Buff brings them into the shop and teaches them the hands-on. So she was in the shop when she decided she was going to compete in skills. He's like, well, we need to work on her skills instead of the book work right away, so that way she has a chance to compete. And so she was in the shop with him a lot. And the times she was in class, she kind of struggled with the book work and stuff. And I treated her just like everybody. One time she refused to do her an assignment, and I sent her to intervention. And we have to call in the walkie-talkie. And so everybody knew when I sent her to intervention that, well, Miss Vidrine don't play.
Well, she, sent me to intervention and gave me punishment or whatever. It made me realize what I did wrong, but it never interfered with anything outside of that. She really, picked me up when I was down and pushed me to keep going with what I was doing.
My mom was a bus driver, and in between her route, she was custodian here. And she found that a position came available for a para, and she told me to come and apply. So I did. Well, I was the last hired on at the time, so I had to get transferred to Burke Elementary. And then in '06, I met my husband, and it took us to St. Landry Parish. So in 2020, where I was working at, the lady knew I was trying to get back into the school system, and her husband's the principal here. And she's like, well, they have an opening. So when I did my interview, it was COVID, so I had to do a FaceTime interview. And he's like, well, the position we have is in an auto body class, an auto mechanic class. Do you mind getting dirty? And it's like, well, I've worked in an auto mechanic class at the time, before. And he's like, really? I said, at the time, I worked at the same school with Mr. Buff. And he's like, well, that's the position we need. So it just so happened that I was able to get back right where I started.
I started off taking CNA to get my medical term to be a veterinarian, but I just couldn't do it because I would get queasy. So my mom recommended me 3 classes. She recommended me this one, carpentry, and machinery. And I took this class, and I learned what I learned, and then competition came around. She's like, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. And I was like, nah. But she kept on and kept on. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Then the next year rolled around, and I took it again. And she's like, you gotta compete again. You did good the first year. You gotta do it this time. It's like, no, I didn't have faith in myself on doing it. And she's like, you got to. She said, you got a possible chance of winning gold. So I was like, all right. So I caved in again. Well, this year, I took it again because the competition was again. She's like, you gotta do it. And I was the same way. I was like, I don't want to. She's like, you got the skill, you got the talent. Try it one more time. This is your last year. So I competed once again. When I first got into it, I thought I wouldn't like it. I thought it would be a challenge, more challenging than a female's position. But I came in here, the guys kind of treated me a little different, but I just sucked up and showed them that I can do what they do.
I've never really had an inspirational teacher until I came here. Mr. Buff is my inspiration. When I started working with him and I seen the kids excited and wanting to come and learn what he's teaching, that made me decide, hey, I'm going to further my education and become a teacher, which I didn't finish, but I did get started. But it was because of him and the excitement that he brings to the room, to the kids, and he's my inspiration. So I was sitting in class, and I got a phone call from our then counselor. And she had asked me, she says, Heidi, she says, last year when Allonna competed, she says, did she have braids in her hair? I was kind of confused. I said, yeah. She says, well, she says, we have one of the judges that judge their competition. She says, looking for her. It's like, really? She's like, yes. She says, Mr. Tank at Terrebonne Ford is looking to possibly hire her. And it's like, okay. So she gave me his information, and I called, and he's like, look, I have been trying to find her, he says, since the competition of last year. He says, I'd like to get with y'all and talk to y'all and possibly offer a position. But she was only 17, and Terrebonne won't hire until you're 18. So what they did, they took her in once a week as an unpaid intern. And so that way when she did turn 18, she had knowledge and range of what she was going into.
After I graduate from South Terrebonne, I plan on staying at Ford for a little while and see where it takes me from there.